Let's take a look at the progress on the driveway. And then I opted to put the pins in for where I want the dwelling, so we can see what I did here. Alright. Look at the size of them biscuits, huh? Unbelievable. Alright. There's one somewhere over here. There's one that's I couldn't get out. Look at that. Look at the size of that biscuit. Alright. So I weaved around this cactus. I know it's taken quite a long time for it to get that high, and I didn't want to knock it down. And then I weaved past that Joshua tree. And weaved past that Joshua tree. And that one, I accidentally was not paying attention, and I ran over my guide and went past it, and I accidentally knocked that one down. I'm disappointed in myself, but I'll get over it. Climbing an altitude here. Please fasten your seatbelts for some turbulence. Alright, yeah. Alright, we have reached the end of the driveway. Pretty cactus and Joshua tree up close. Struggling for life is what they're doing. Alright, they're probably trying to steal moisture from each other. Alright, so this is the end of the driveway. This is where I want the southwest corner. So what I did was make a guesstimate. Hit it with a hammer. Then I put my tape measure. All right, let's not cooperate. Put my tape measure on there, and all right, dumbass, you gotta open the handle, otherwise it won't rotate. And I got too much shit in my hands. And then I walked, but as I walked, I looked for vermin, especially the venomous type. And then I walked, and then I looked at the tape measure, and I said, oh, 21 feet, that's not where I want to be. And then I walked, and then the wind started blowing, and then I walked, and then I stopped and I looked at my tape measure and it said 31 feet. I thought, that's not where I want to be. And I walked. And I walked. And then I looked down at my tape measure and it said 40 feet. That's where I want to be. And I drove another pin. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. So now I jerked the tape measure and it fell off. There we go. Then I wound it up. Why are we not? Now we're stuck on a cacti or something over there. And I wheeled it up. And I wheeled it up. And I wheeled it up. Not that easy with one hand. And I wheeled it up. And I wheeled it up. Then I connected it to here. And I walked looking at the tape measure. I got to turn around so I can look down. And I walked. Look, a donkey dropping. And I walked. And I walked. And I walked between the shrubbery. Oh, and I lost. And I lost the tape measure. So I walked back. I put the tape measure back. And I walked. And I walked. And it fell off again. And I did it again. And I walked. But now it's going to be stuck in these bushes here, right? And it's going to give me a hard time. And I walked. And now the tape measure's all knotted up and it fell off. So basically the lesson here is that if it falls off, wind it back up. And start over again. I hooked it up. And I walked. And I walked. And it fell off again. Well, I don't know. Are we going to get this done today? Alright, let's try it again. I hooked it up. And I walked. And I walked. I'll walk 100 miles. How's that song go? I'll walk 500 miles. I walked. I got some good tension on the tape measure, and I stopped, and it fell off. All right. Let's try this again. I'm going to give up on this side, and I'm going to go to the other side because I'm getting frustrated. I don't want to get foul. I walk. I can't get the lyric in my head. 500 miles. I walk. 500 miles. I walk. All right. So now we're back at the first pin. And I hooked up. And I'm hooked up. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. And I'm walking backwards. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. And the tape measure twisted on me. Look at that. Damn it. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. Wow, the wind stopped. That's nice. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. And I stopped. And I looked at the tape measure. And I said, I want to be at 50 feet. I'm only at 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50. and I drove in a pin. And the crowd goes wild. Alright, now I shake the tape measure. I shake the tape measure. I shake the tape measure, and it finally falls off. Now I wind it up. Now, you know I can't do this with one hand, right? Alright, let me. 2 hands. Woo! Alright. So now I hook it up again. And I walk. But I got a bush directly in front of me. Do I go left or do I go right? Left or right? I go right. And I walk. And another bush in front of me. Do I go left or right? I think I'm going to go left. I look at the tape measure. It's only 14 feet. Stepping a donkey shit. And I walk. Now I got it stuck in the tree. Alright. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. I'm walking here. I stop, look at the tape measure. I'm at 33 feet. I'm walking. I'm walking. 38. 39. Close enough. 40. Pin's a little crooked on an angle. I hit a rock, but that's good enough for who it's for. I shake the tape measure. I shake the tape measure. I shake the tape measure. I shake the tape measure, and it doesn't still come off. Why? Why on the other pin won't it stay? Why on this pin will it only come off? Who knows? Only questions. Who knows the answer? The shadow. Does the shadow? There we go. Finally. Does the shadow know? Only the shadow knows. I don't think the shadow knows. Alright. And we wind it up. And we wind it up. Like a one-arm bandit. Winding it up. Winding it up. Winding it up. Are we going to get 7s on this one? Or cherries, or bells. I got it hooked up, and now I'm walking, looking for the venomous vermin. And I'm walking. And I stop, 17 feet. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. And I'm walking. 32 feet. Tight, and I'm at 46, 47, 49, 50 feet and 4 inches. I say that's good enough for the government. And I shake. Uh-oh. Now the wind's giving me. Mother Nature is toying with me. And I shake the tape measure. 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 And I have no luck. Come on. Out the fur. Alright. I give up. I'm walking. I'm walking. I'm winding as I'm walking. I am multitasking. I am multitasking. They say the brain doesn't multitask. It just switches back and forth quickly to make you think you're multitasking. But you're not. Alright. And I'm winding. and I'm winding, and the tape is twisting, and I'm winding, and I'm winding. Now, one finger, let's see, will it come off? Finally it comes off. Yay! Alright, now let's wheel it up. Wheel it up. Close it up. Now I'm thirsty. Thirsty, thirsty, thirsty. Alright. Look at that dirty fingers. So now, if you were paying attention, I have squared out a 40 by 50 area where I want to put the dwelling. So I have 4 containers, so that'll give me 40 by 32, which is plenty big for me. And let's see, so how much dirt am I gonna have to take out? So I got, how many? I got 1 Joshua tree. That one's dead already, I think. Yeah, that one's dead. That one's dead. 1 Joshua tree. 2, 3 Joshua trees there. That'll have to come out. I got some cactus. A couple cactus. 1 cactus. 1 cactus. 2 cactus. So is that 2 cactuses or a cacti? Anyways. Alright. So now you have it. There's the mission. I gotta tape the other corner so I can see them. I'm jabbering away and I'm forgetting what I need to do here.